Peace and love, family. This is Rami Yacht. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about healing from the roots. I think this is really important when it comes to moving forward with our lives and just discovering our purpose here on this planet Earth. I feel like it's important for us to heal from the roots. The roots meaning like childhood and, so on and so forth. So, I just feel like it's time to just for us to be worry free. Like I feel like we worry and we just generate so much negative energy when we're on that type of frequency. So I really feel like the system is set up for us to just worry. Like it's the worry, the land of the worry. So I feel like that's where we at in this day and time. We need to just let go. And I feel like that's the hardest thing that it's for us to do as a people is to not worry because you always have something in front of you that's basically nagging you for your attention. And that in result it creates this worrying state of mind. Um, but even with that, I feel like it's a I was about to say a solution, but okay, yeah, it is a solution to that problem, and it's just like just letting go and not worrying about what's gonna come, after that, just not worrying. When I heard that Bob Marley song, like "Don't Worry, Be Happy," I'm like, how can we not worry when we have like so many things that's going on in our life? Like we got bills, like we don't have like homeschooling uh resources for our mothers. Like, and even if we do want to homeschool, we're worried about financial stabilities. So it's just always, something to worry about. So when I heard that song, I'm just like, he's right, to not worry, and just to try to be happy, for the things that I feel like for the things that we can't control, you know, um, for the things we are in control of, So I think a lot of our worrying do come from it comes from childhood. It comes from seeing our parents struggle and just not really having, enough food in the house, or just everything, just worrying about whether our children are, safe, like the community, the environment. Like if you're hearing gunshots, like you're gonna worry about your children, like you're gonna worry about those things. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard not to worry. So, but I feel like in the midst of all of that, like um, for the things that, cause look, some of us just worry for it to worry or just come over us, and we don't even see it. We don't even know where it's coming from, you know. And I feel like that's like it goes deep. It's like spiritual because like we just up and just have this. We're anxious, like we're just we're anxious, nervous. We're worrying about something like we don't even know where it's coming from. We're just worrying. So I just feel like when something like that does happen, it's just to like shake it off and just remove it from you because it'll literally break you down. Like, it'll make you have depression. Like, you'll go through all these things just worrying about life. Like, so, and I feel like the best we can do, like, we're doing the best we can. Like, I feel like the best we can do is just trust that it's something that's going to happen, that's going to work in our favor as a people. We just have to stop and we just have to listen, So it definitely deals with the home roots, like family roots, and just cleaning up that mess, that house that we've left messy, like just cleaning up that house. In another video I did, I was talking about like our houses being invaded and being off balance. Go watch that video. It's called Spirituality. So basically, our house being invaded. So this is a house where we need to go in. We need to clean it up, because that's what's really creating all this mental blockage. So we need to be able to think clear. So I feel like a lot of the times when we worry and we don't know where it's coming from that house. So just my message to you guys is just like, just try to be worry free. Just let it go. Like, just shake it off. Like, seriously, because it's not working. It's not working in our favor. Just worrying, overly worrying, and like I said, it doesn't help that we have a system that's basically land of the worry. So it just makes it 10 times worse. But really, I feel like that's just the psychological tactic that's used to keep our minds fogged, to try to keep that illusion up. Eventually you'll start seeing through an illusion. So that's the message for today. Just shake it off. Like, just try to go to that house where it needs to be cleaned up in order for you to, just when a computer is overly loaded with just all this information, like, it cleans itself out. It has to reboot. It has to clean itself out in order to function properly. So that's just what it is. So in terms of technology, but just speaking on like our houses, astrology, it's just like go in that house and just clean it out. Just go deep within, like the home roots, because that's what's fogging us. That's what's holding us back. And a lot of us, we, oh, excuse me, a lot of us, we were put in a position where we are literally being held back through guilt. Like a guilt that was created to basically, you know, a guilt that was created to basically keep you shackled. That guilt, fuck that guilt. Excuse my language, fuck the guilt, fuck the illusional guilt that was built, that trap that was built for you to try to keep you, that hold you back. Fuck that guilt. Like, that's something that I feel like in today's time is being used to keep people from going to where they're going. They have this guilt, and they're always reminded of something stupid, that wasn't even their fault. Like, basically just vulnerably walking into a trap, that was meant to get them to thinking like, okay, every time I try to better myself as a person, every time I try to grow, this is always going to be remembered or thrown up in my face to keep me from growing as a person. But I want to do so good. Like, I want to be a good person. Like, I just want to live my life worry free, but how can I live my life worry free if I have this guilty conscience constantly, hanging above my head? Like, forget the guilt. You get what I'm saying? Like, let that shit go, because that is the only thing that is really keeping our people behind. Like, that too, on top of all these other things. You know what I'm saying? So, and trust me, I had a discussion with a lady who she just wanted to, she came to me for help. And she was just expressing that, like, look, I want to do so good, like, but I'm being held back, like, for my past, like the stuff that I did in my past. You get what I'm saying? Like, basically that guilty conscience that keep on creeping in. Every time I try to do something good, somebody is always trying to wheel me back, to keep me moving backwards. But I'm trying to move forward. So just shake that off for real, because I feel like that's what's going on too. We need to go into that house. We need to clean up our house, where it started in the roots, the house of the roots, so that's the message for today. Just try to be worry free. Just go inside of that house that needs to be cleaned up, and then, clean it out. Go ahead on. We growing up, we not growing down. So with that being said, I love you guys. You have a wonderful day. Peace.